Welcome back to the Spook House. It's good to be back for another new episode. My name is Phil. You all know my co-host, Doug. My bags have been packed for 2 weeks. Galliardo, how are you, my friend?
That is called being prepared and also being anxiety-ridden, even though I'm on Zoloft. So it's all good. I even wrote a list of all the shirts, all the A1 hitters that I need to bring. I've been wearing the same pair of pants for about 2.5 weeks. It's muddy. It's dirty. Wearing the same pair of boxer briefs for about 3.5 weeks. Been trying to hold in my shit just to make sure the skid marks in it. No, I'm totally kidding. No, we're good. We're wearing clean boxer briefs. We're wearing clean pants.
All right. So wait, so you have your list of shirts that you're going to bring? Doug is looking for an actual list. I don't see any water bottles today. Oh, I got one water bottle.
I actually just, yeah, there's one over there. I was drinking last night. I've been trying to be better, even though there's about 4 water bottles in the living room.
So let's see that list. And by the way, we're going to California on Tuesday.
Which is the main reason why we're doing this show. We want to put something out before we're hanging out.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we put out an episode, and we do apologize for the wait. But, you know, sometimes life gets in the way, but we are packed up. Well, I got to pack tonight and tomorrow, but
we are the same in a lot of ways, and then we are complete polar opposites in some ways. You're like, I'm going to Walmart, I'm buying some things.
Yeah, just for a reference, Doug was texting me 2 months ago. He was like, hey, can you get the address of your friend's house that we're staying at? I was like, yeah, I'll get that to you like next month. You're like, yeah, but I just want to like plan some stuff. I'm like, all right.
It makes sense. When you plan a vacation, you want to have all the details. We'll put a poll up.
Yeah.
Here's the list. I don't know if you could... oh, yeah, you can read that.
Handwritten list. And these are... I can barely read it, but... Oh, these are the clothes that you're going to pack?
Got Florence Pugh shirt. Got the Midnight Rental shirt. House by the Cemetery shirt. Green corduroys, Eaten Alive shirt. Got the pants. Got the socks. Pills and... with stars. I got everything.
My man comes prepared.
This is why we balance each other out. Yin and yang.
That's right. But yeah, I'll do most of my packing tomorrow. And, you know, you can always buy stuff there if you forget something.
Yes, that is true. They do. California is equipped with 7-Elevens, which is very nice.
Yeah, so we're going to be in Sherman Oaks. Staying with my buddy John. Shout out if you happen to hear this, but thank you for hosting Doug and I. John is one of my most longtime friends. I've known him for well over 20 years now. So
that's pretty wild. That's wild that as grown adults we can know someone for that long.
Yeah, it is. It's good to have like you know, old friends like that.
Yeah, I have a friend, my friend Steve, who always, every time I bring up the podcast, he's like, me and Phil never agree on any movie.
Well, as much as you bring up Steve, I think it's overdue to bring him on the podcast.
He would love to do it. He's just as much as fluent in horror movies and movies in general as us.
I don't think an episode has passed where at some point you don't say, oh yeah, my friend Steve. I'm like, who is this Steve?
Yeah, he's a mysterious figure, and I've known him since literally like 2nd grade.
Shout out Steve. Shout out John.
Longtime friends, baby.
Yeah, so are you pumped for the convention?
Dude, I am super excited for just like every single reason. I'm excited I haven't seen you since February.
I know.
So that's going to be awesome hanging. We're meeting people that we talk to all the time who we haven't met face to face, which is really awesome. Yaz and Casey and our friend Vanessa, all super awesome people, excited to...
And a few others that we hope to see.
Yes, a whole bunch of people at the convention. Looking forward to, I have planned out, I wrote down all the addresses for all the filming locations we're going to visit, like the Nightmare on Elm Street house. Gotta see the Malignant house.
Got to.
That's going to be a good one. That's a must.
I will be heartbroken if we don't see the Malignant house.
Yeah, that's the main reason why you're going.
You know what? Before I do that, before we go see that house, I owe it to you to rewatch it. I know I've been saying that for like 2 years now.
Yeah, mainly because it was supposed to. I don't want anything for my birthday. I want you to watch Malignant. And to get reintroduced to masterclass in filmmaking, in ridiculousness, and camp.
Wasn't that a Mariah Carey song?
Camp?
I don't want a lot for my birthday. I just want you to watch Malignant.
Yeah, she came out with that. Yeah, it was a
horrible joke.
A lot of foreshadowing. We're gonna visit the Circus Liquor from Clueless.
Oh yeah,
with the big clown sign. That's gonna be dope.
40-year-old virgin. Got to go to Smart Tech.
Yeah, Smart Tech. And luckily where we're staying, it's literally like 20 minutes away from everything, which is pretty cool. Phil rented us a very, very nice and classy Ford Fusion that we're going to be rolling around in.
Well, they didn't have a huge selection. It wasn't my first pick. But, you know, it'll get the job done. It'll get us around town.
Even if we were traveling around in a fucking golf cart, at least we have something to get us to and from places.
So, yeah, the convention is the 29th through the 1st. That's Friday through Sunday. But, well, we just learned that the 29th is just the Horrors Hallowed Grounds bus tour that Sean Clark will be doing, kind of driving everybody around to the various Halloween filming locations, which we got to do those, by the way, of course. Halloween.
Oh, yeah. I have that written down. I got the Sugarmint Gallery. I got the Strode House. I got the other house.
It's in the same neighborhood as the Elm Street house, right?
It is, yeah. And also, I think it's in the same neighborhood as the Pee-wee's Big Adventure house.
Oh. God, you know, if we looked up
around California.
Yeah, I know. My friend John was saying that directly, like, well, maybe not directly across the street, but he lives close to the mall where they shot T2.
Yeah, that would be cool to see too.
Yeah.
I love how, like, I mean, this is why location scouting is very important in movies, because they pick these iconic buildings that, you know, sometimes stand the test of time if they're lucky. And even though they go through multiple changes, it's still cemented in cinema, which is pretty cool.
We've never really talked about Terminator 2.
I don't think we talked about any Terminators.
Yeah. I mean, you like T2, right?
I do like T2 a whole lot, but if I had to pick a favorite out of like the Terminator movies that are like even like Rise of the Machines or whatever, the first one is just I have to say the first one. I love it.
I gotta go T2.
And that's more action packed. It's very it's a bolder movie than the first one. It's like the first one is like it feels very compact and like a smaller story, and then
almost like a horror movie.
That's why I think I like it a little more. It's even the intro where Arnold's just walking butt naked through the parking lot stealing someone's clothes. It's just very, like, if I was going to show people like 5 movies that define the 80s, Terminator would be one of them.
And on the same token, you could say 5 movies that define the 90s. Put T2 in there.
T2. Because they were doing stuff in that movie story-wise, character-wise, with Sarah Connor, like, strong female lead, let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert Patrick's, like, creepy crawler in the oven effects and shit like that going through the jail cell.
Yeah. God, when I was a kid, I thought that Edward Furlong, John Connor, that movie was the coolest motherfucker I had ever seen.
Did you see that movie in theaters?
No. I mean, I watched it so many times on video when I was a kid because I just loved it.
Probably caught that bad boy on USA a couple times.
I was like, God, I want that dirt bike.
It was pretty badass. And the whole time you're like, come on, Arnold, just be cool to this kid. Don't murder him. I haven't seen that movie. The first time I saw that movie was like 4 years ago.
Whoa.
So pretty like recent. Terminator I've seen a bunch of times. early on. I think I was in my early 20s, so I was still pretty late to the game. But yeah, I just never, for some reason, never got around to it, and then I loved it when I watched it. The magic is still there.
Well, we can check out the filming locations for that. So
Yeah, that would be rad.
put it on the list.
Writing it down. I'm trying to think of what else I have on the list. I have
Yeah, what is on your itinerary? Is it printed out and laminated?
I'm actually wearing it as a jewelry piece. Yeah, it's right.
Is it scratch and sniff marinara flavor?
It's garlic and oil, baby.
Ah,
We don't want to get you acid reflux too much.
sorry, you're an Alfredo kind of guy.
Or penne alla vodka. Give me that fresh alla vodka, primavera sauce. So I got the Mystic Museum,
Yeah.
which we definitely need to go to.
Wait, what is Mystic Museum again?
It's that like,
I've heard about it for years, but
so in the back of Mystic Museum, it's like a shop that has like a bunch of like, Cavity Colors sells like t-shirts there, and it's just like they have a whole bunch of cool set pieces, and in the back they have that like all those VHS tapes and stuff like that. I forgot what it was called.
oh shit,
So there's gonna be a lot of
money spent.
money. Well, you can't buy the VHS tapes there. It's all like display purposes.
Oh, okay.
They like change out the displays. They always have the VHS tapes, but they have they had like American Psycho and stuff like that. They had like the living room, and you could put on the poncho. Ice Nine Kills recorded the music video there.
Oh, well, now we gotta go.
I'll say about that. As I work for a music venue, I cannot talk bad about any artists, so I will just stop there.
I mean, we don't hate Ice Nine Kills. I know they have a lot of, sure, a lot of people that listen to this podcast probably like them, but I mean, I think they're just okay. They have a good shtick, the whole horror thing. Good for them.
15 years old, I would be obsessed with them.
They found a niche and they stuck with it.
Yeah, now they sell out shows like all
There
around.
you go.
Sell out huge theaters. Good for them. Oh yeah, we're going to the Comedy Store.
Yeah, the legendary Comedy Store.
I seriously cannot. That's one of my favorite things that we're doing, because me and Phil are obsessed with stand-up comedy, and we're seeing a banger of a lineup. Eliza, Patton Oswalt, Adam Ray,
Steve-O.
Steve-O is going to be there.
I just saw Steve-O last week.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you had told me, hey, you're going to see Steve-O twice in the span of 2 weeks sometime this year, I'd be like, what are you talking about? But it's happening.
That wasn't on your Phil Jarman bingo card of 2023.
I'll take it though. I mean, it was a fun show.
Yeah, he's just a good dude to just like hear him tell his insane stories, because he's been through so much shit.
Yeah.
Eliza is hilarious. I can't wait to see her.
Is it Andrew Santino on that?
Yeah, Andrew Santino.
Damn.
So Bobby Lee is going to be there possibly. Mark Norman was just in LA. I think he's going, because he was just on Steve-O's podcast. So
Comedy.
yeah, I literally watched all of his specials in the span of like 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a great stand-up. Like, just
so
rapid fire, like, just witty as fuck.
He's weaving in jokes throughout everything. There's no like lull in jokes. It's just he keeps on hitting you.
Have you listened to any of Shane Gillis?
Yes, I love Shane Gillis.
Dude, I just listened to his Live in Austin album. It's on Spotify.
That's a good one.
Hilarious. And apparently he has a new one out I want to check out.
I didn't finish it, but that one's pretty good. Beautiful Dogs. He performed. He did 3 days at the venue in April, which is pretty rad. We had Shane Gillis and the world phenomenon Matt Rife right afterwards. It was actually really funny.
If people are tuning into this, I mean, being that it's called like Halloween 45 convention, they're like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
We just, if they know us well, we veer off on tangents a lot. This is
I'm sure there's a lot of crossover there. A lot of horror fans like comedy, vice versa.
This one, I don't know, someone on Instagram who I talk to frequently. She's really cool. Her name is Jen. She actually works with Shane Gillis. Like she does like Gillian Keeves, like she does like production design or something for them out in Pennsylvania, which is really rad. She's really cool, and we always talk about like Shane Gillis and how he's hilarious.
So yeah, we got that Wednesday night at the Legendary Comedy Store. It'd be cool to finally check out a show there.
Yeah. And they have a bunch of rooms, which is really awesome. Like even if we go there beforehand, we could just scope it out and see what else is playing there. And the area is really cool. It's over in West Hollywood, I believe. So that's right near like the touristy stuff.
Yeah,
you know, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I have the Hollywood Forever Cemetery on the list, which is very legendary as well.
Any famous graves you want to check out? Bob Barker, perhaps?
Is Bob Barker buried there?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Dude, we could just walk around and see what famous people we find. Just buried under us.
Maybe next to Rod Rowdy. Remember the guy from Price is Right?
What?
The Price is Right guy from the 90s. Rod Roddy, I believe. Like, come on down.
That's his fucking name?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like Pat Sajak or something?
No, that's Wheel of Fortune. Get it right, fool.
You know your name.
Pat Sajak is still on the air, and he's still an asshole. Look it up. It's true.
Isn't he very orange?
Very orange. Very much anti-climate change, anti-this, anti-that. It's just a fucking asshole.
I think all those people just need to die.
Well...
Just die out with the icebergs that are melting.
Everybody will one day if it makes you feel better.
Oh, we covered climate change, stand-up comedy, all in one fell swoop.
Game show host. Yeah. All right, what else you got on the itinerary, Doug?
Let's see what else. Then I have the addresses for the. I got the Wallace Doyle House, the front of the Michael Myers house, and the Sugarmint Gallery, which is really cool. I've been there before. They have a whole shrine to like... And
that's right across the street from the hardware store from Halloween as well.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that, but we'll hit that also. I'll put that on the list. I got the Nightmare on Elm Street house. This place called It's a Wrap in Burbank, where Mystic Museum also is. Apparently they have VHS tapes there and stuff like that. Just a cool Halloween shop. And Be Kind Video, which we do need to hit. Where this other dude who I talked to on social media, Matt's Mortuary, who also works there, I believe, always getting in the banger tapes. So got to give that place a little visit.
Hell yeah, we do. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Be Kind Video.
Ooh, we're gonna be coming home with extra bags.
We're not gonna be kind to our wallets, Doug.
No, I am backing that ass up, all over LA.
Gonna clap them cheeks.
My wallet's gonna be making those cheek sounds, opening and closing, baby. My wallet's gonna be agape the entire time, or ajar.
Yeah, coins are just gonna be falling out of your ass.
You're gonna be like a slutty slot machine.
All right, what else is on the itinerary? Anything else? Is that it?
That's all I got. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have people tell us about a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah,
that we could go to. Vanessa did say that the mansion from House on Haunted Hill isn't too far away, which would be really cool to see.
Sweet.
She said, and I know they have the. I don't know where it is. It might be a little too far, but the mansion from Ghoulies is in California somewhere.
Right.
Now we're gonna have extra locations.
I was just looking up, pretty much 75% of the movies ever are shot in this area. So there's not a shortage of film locations that we can check out. Might not hit them all, but
that's just another excuse to go back.
Yeah.
But
we'll go back for H50.
5 years and counting, baby. That's gonna be
because they only do this every 5 years, and Sean Clark has said that H50 will be his last, at least.
Oh.
And he's kind of like the main driving force behind all the booking and everything. I mean, he partnered up with Horror Hound and Trinkus International to kind of make this happen. But according to him, on some podcasts I heard him do, H50 will be his last. And we did reach out to him to try to get him on this episode, but he is currently swamped with work with the convention coming up last minute. And we'll try to get him on sometime. But Doug, are you ready to check out the website for H45?
Let's check it out. We haven't even peeked at this.
Yeah, because
yes, that was coming.
We took a glance at it earlier and we even learned some stuff. So we were like, you know what? Let's wait here for the podcast. So we got our tickets. Check.
I checked that multiple times just to make sure.
Okay, so let's check out so on Friday they're doing the bus tour. We will not be doing that because it's sold out for one.
And we'll be doing that at our own leisure.
Yeah, we'll be hitting all these locations at our own time, which might be the best way to do it, but I'm sure the bus tour is fun. So on Saturday, we got a Halloween 2 panel at 12 o'clock. Hosted by To Be Announced. Hey, if you don't have a host, hook us up. We'll do it.
Let's reach out to them. I feel like we're
yeah, we could try.
Halloween enough to do this.
Like, tag me in, Sean. I got this.
Let's do a fucking flying moonsault over the road.
And at 1 o'clock, we got the Halloween 3 panel.
I'm hyped about that one.
At 2 o'clock, Malika Cod panel. I'd be curious to... Well, I want to watch all of these panels, to be honest, but I wonder if Malik is going to drop some announcement at this. Like, hey, next Halloween, Blumhouse presents. No.
Or John Carpenter is going back to directing another Halloween movie. Hey.
Yeah,
who
knows?
Probably not going to happen.
After hour event. Doors open 7:30. Bands begin at 8 p.m. Show goes to midnight.
What bands are playing? Do they have a list?
I have no idea.
Oh, First Jason has to be on there.
I doubt that.
A little friendly competition between Michael Myers and Jason.
And on Sunday, 12 o'clock, Halloween 4 panel.
I know you're hyped about that one.
Yeah, very. I'll be tuning in for that. 1 o'clock, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2 panel. Skip that. No.
Yeah, we don't have to be there for that.
Doug will sit in on that one.
You know what? I'm okay with it. Even though I am a fan of the first Rob Zombie Halloween, I don't really need to hear about it.
They're doing a merchandising Myers panel. What the hell does that mean?
I would imagine they're going to talk about how Michael Myers is pretty relevant in pop culture, all the merchandising stuff, like the masks and the shirts, and like just how profitable his face is.
You know, I was thinking...
You forgot the Halloween 2018 panel.
Hey.
I'm going to take a shit on the stage during that one.
Hey, your boy Corey Cunningham will be there. Rohan Campbell.
Yeah, I'm going to take a shit in his mouth.
Hey, stop. He's a nice guy. I mean, look, Doug's just joking, but...
I'm totally kidding.
He did his job well. I mean, he's not a bad actor or anything. He didn't write the movie.
No, he was just working with poorly written material.
Yeah, so not his fault. I'm surprised that your girl, Andi Matichak, didn't show up.
Because she's a bum, that's why.
There it is.
Oh, I don't know what other pile of shit movie she's filming, but I'm sure people would have loved to meet her if she was actually here.
You would not say that to her. It's a sweet Andi Matichak. Would you call her a bum to her face? I
wouldn't even be that close to her to even say anything.
But I am kind of surprised that she didn't show up. I mean,
Everyone else did.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
get that.
yeah, they really got like all the background actors, supporting characters, everything.
All right, Doug, let's get to the part that is going to make my wallet cry. These are all the exclusives that will be at the show.
Do you think Jamie Lee Curtis is going to make a surprise appearance? She knowingly doesn't leave LA or doesn't like leaving LA.
I can't talk about that. Let's just say maybe.
Leave it
I talked to somebody, and I mean, it's kind of up in the air. It's a maybe, but I don't want to say yes or no, so I'll leave it at that.
All right. Well, we're going to have to. I can imagine she'll only be doing the Halloween panel 1978. I can't imagine her crashing any other panel. Maybe the 2018 one, if there was any.
I don't think she would do any panel. If she does do it, I think it'll be pretty quick. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, sometimes they wait like a day or two before the event to announce certain people. So
we're going to have to keep a cat's eye on that bad boy.
All right, so check out these exclusives. We got a Halloween 45 event tee, limited to 666 copies.
Wow, what a magical number.
I might have to pick up one of these.
I've never been a fan of even tour t-shirts. It's just like very busy, but I understand you want to commemorate your time there, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I might get this one. It's a cool design. Nothing too special about it, but I like it.
Nice and simple always works.
Never been a big fan of bobbleheads. So
I'm with you on that one. I'll not be getting the bobblehead.
Limited to 500. Tom Atkins.
Now that one is a must.
Yeah, limited to 1,000 units, made by NECA. Yeah, I'm definitely getting one of these, and
look at that jacket material. Looks so comfy on him.
And I'm also picking up one from for Justin from Epic Film Guys. I told him I'd hook him up.
Yeah, I'm getting Holly this one. I might buy just 5 of them.
Damn, and I got to get this poster too.
The poster is pretty fire.
Yeah,
that
limited to
frame somewhere.
Yeah, limited to 350.
We have to make note on where these are located so we could run directly towards them.
It's all at the Halloween 45 booth. All these will be in like one place. So
the Tom Atkins figures at the Horror's Hallowed Grounds booth, wherever that is.
Oh, okay. That's Sean Clark's.
Okay, rad.
Thing.
And they did 1,000, so I think that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean they'll definitely sell out though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
People are all about Season of the Witch. That's a pretty cool print. I do like that one.
Printed in blood.
Looks kind of like the Looney Tunes red circle that Porky Pig jets out of.
Yeah, it kind of does. I gotta say, I'm not crazy about the floating pumpkin head.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that wasn't connected. The negative space in the back makes it seem like there's a neck there.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, though. But
it is rad.
I've been watching a lot of Ink Master.
Oh, now you're on Ink Master.
Yeah. Now I'm on Ink Master. So they're always ripping tattoos apart.
Like Dave Navarro talking about the space between some fucking tattoos.
Yeah.
It's a little too, you know what? This whale doesn't really look that great.
Got some keychains. I'm not really a keychain guy, but these are cool. Those would make nice little flash tattoos or something.
Yeah, the Loomis one's pretty nasty. That's a good one.
Got some limited edition art prints. More art prints. Fright rags.
And little mini figures, which are pretty rad.
Look at Laurie Strode with her little coat hanger.
I never know what to do with these figures. They're
Stick them on the wall.
Yeah, that's what I have a couple above my my door frame, but they take up a lot of space. But they are really badass.
Some
Comics.
prints.
Or prints.
Yeah.
That a print? Yep, that's a print. Everyone's raving about the Devil's Eyes print over there.
Are they?
I saw a lot of people post it like, if I don't get this, I'm going to end my life.
I mean, it's pretty cool, but
Mikey has some nappy hair right there.
Nice John Carpenter portrait.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like the blue hue to it. A nice bluish hue.
I can feel it in my plums. Get a nice bluish hue to it. Getting ready to take him to the farmer's market.
Easily one of I wish that was in the show, not just an outtake.
He needs to learn from his father the way I learned from my father.
The way his father learned from his father. Watch these count down, people.
Halloween slip mat. Oh, for a turntable. I was like, wait, do you put that outside your fucking shower? Okay.
I thought you were going to say Halloween Slipknot.
It kind of looks like it. You got a clown right there.
They do look cool. If you're a record player, that would look pretty fire.
Yeah. Let's see. Sticker pack.
That Fright Rag shirt is really fucking dope.
Ooh, yeah. That
Very
one's pretty sick.
80s.
But I think I read that they're going to be selling that one on their website like after the event, so it's not as exclusive, but still a very badass shirt.
Yeah, that skull with like the long hair flowing, pretty awesome.
Now that would make a sick tattoo.
It really would. Like the old school Halloween font is really good. That's a cool heavy color shirt also.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that one.
Halloween screen print, Japanese variant, limited to 10 copies. Holy shit.
It's pretty cool. I like that one.
Horrors Hollow Grounds Pumpkin Patch.
Got some shot glasses.
Ooh, they got
look pretty cool, though.
Yeah, Halloween 3 shot glasses. We can do shots of water out of them.
Shots of wheatgrass.
Wheatgrass.
See you later.
It's Shiloh.
Yeah, there. I am now painting your orange pants blue. That's what I think of when I see these Halloween miniature figures over here. Game miniatures.
What is a hidden movement game? Early release, limited quantities available, exclusive. Good God, I can't talk. At the Trick or Treat Studios booth.
Maybe it's like a hide and seek game and it has like instructions on where to like hide if you're Michael Myers or something.
More artwork.
Wall stickies or something.
Cool. Dude, if somebody buys all this, and you know that somebody is, I mean, we're up to at least almost $1,000 already. Or maybe not that much.
I don't know. I think maybe more because some of these things probably cost a lot. Like the game, I could see that costing like $40 possibly. T-shirts probably around like 30, 35, maybe 25.
Yeah.
More coming soon. We can't handle anymore.
Stop the damn match.
What else can they possibly destroy our wallets with? Do they list the bands anywhere? I'm curious to know what bands are scheduled to perform.
No, they haven't listed those. Ink Fusion Tattoo. They're going to be doing tattoos out here? What's up?
What's up? I don't plan on getting tattoos.
Would you get a tattoo at a convention?
I don't think so.
I mean, not because I wouldn't. I just don't want to sit.
Situation.
I just don't want to sit for a tattoo for like 3 hours.
Yeah, it takes up a big chunk of the day. There's plenty of other stuff that we could spend money on that is better.
Yeah, but hey, I don't know. Maybe if they got like some flash art going on, like exclusive to the convention, I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, we could always take a walk down like the artist alley and see what they got.
Yeah, because I would do like a quick banger, you know, like get one done. What's that?
I would get like a finger tattoo.
A finger tattoo?
Yeah, like
of what?
I don't know, of something. A pumpkin and whatever.
Go back to 2010 and get one of those mustache tattoos.
I am not doing that. Or Cheers or something.
Look how quirky I am.
I'm a girl with a mustache. What do you know? There's probably
all right.
have that.
I think that's about it for the exclusives. Let's check out some photo ops.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to do pro photo ops or just get them at the tables?
I think this is what that is, right? Like if you want an autograph, you have to buy them here.
Well, so Monster Mania does it this way. So there's the convention floor where all the guests are signing, and they also take pictures at their table. And then sometimes they get whisked away to a certain area for people who want a photo with like a professional camera and a backdrop. Mm-hmm. And that's a little more expensive like this. So like at the table, this dude could be like $30 for a picture, but if you get a pro photo op and like at a certain time, it's $50.
Yeah, so this guy here, Michael Lerner, this was Michael Myers for the reshoots for Halloween 6.
Okay. They're really covering everything.
Well, I mean, he's in like a big chunk of the movie. So if you notice in the theatrical release of Halloween 6, once they're in the sanitarium for the rest of the movie, it's this guy.
That's him?
Who has a much more slender build than George Wilbur, R.I.P. Wish he was there.
That would have been cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on a little longer. You plan on meeting him?
Who, Michael Lerner? This guy? I might. And I gotta say, little disappointed there's not a Halloween 6 panel. Or I was hoping for some more Halloween 6 related guests. Not gonna lie.
It still says more announcements coming soon, so you never know what could happen in the next couple days.
I mean, I wouldn't mind meeting Marianne Hagen, who was the lead actress in Halloween 6. I think she's underrated as a final girl of the series.
Maybe they can't even find where these people are. They're probably like so out of the acting game.
Adrienne Barbeau's going to be there.
I met her at Monster Mania. We talked for like 10 minutes, and she was super, super awesome.
That's cool.
I think she's a must. But I took the photo at the table, so it wasn't $60. It was less. But definitely, I feel like that's definitely a must. No on Anthony Michael Hall. Pass.
Hey, he was in some good stuff.
Yeah, Evil Spends Tonight. I don't care. Not $70. Not happening. Edward
Scissorhands, man.
If you want to meet him, I support it.
We got Brad Lorre
Brad the Impaler.
Brad the Impaler. We got Brad Lorre from Halloween Resurrection.
Definitely cool, but gonna skip it.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to these people if I'm like, Yeah,
we just gotta limit our budget, you know.
Yeah. Oh, the nurse from Halloween Kills.
Don't care.
Chris Durand from H2O.
Care. Definitely don't care. Even though he was in Euphoria, still don't care. Dee Wallace would be really cool just because she was in so many classic things too.
Yeah.
Dick Warlock would be awesome too.
Yeah, and I mean, look, the thing about these signings, a lot of these people are really getting up there in age. So if you've ever wanted an autograph from, say, Dick Warlock or even Tom Atkins, I mean...
Tom Atkins is like 80 or close to 80. I think he might be like 82.
Yeah, I think he's like well into his 80s. So yeah, I don't know. I might meet Dick Warlock.
I've never been to the last Monster Mania, but he's such like a legendary person in the Halloween universe that it's kind of a must. It would be cool because he was really integral to like the first Halloween and second Halloween, and his son Billy Warlock, who was in Society, would be cool to maybe get some stories.
Well, Dick Warlock was just in H2 and 3. He wasn't
in the first one.
No.
Oh, that was Nick Castle. Sorry.
Yeah, Nick Castle. Don Shanks from Halloween 5.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah.
James Jude Courtney.
Heard he's very
getting his.
Skip that.
All right. Watch your fucking mouth.
Watch your fucking mouth, John.
Hey, you
Malcolm McDowell.
Say what? Say what? You better watch your fucking mouth, John.
You said that in just the right tonality. I need to meet Malcolm McDowell. That's a must.
Do you?
Dude, Clockwork Orange, I mean, legendary. The Principal in Easy A with Emma Stone, classic.
Oh, yeah.
He's also getting up there, and he seems like a very nice gentleman.
Nancy Loomis, Nick Castle.
Nick Castle would be cool. PJ Souls would also be cool. She's very kind, I heard.
Yeah, I already have her autograph, though.
You met her at Fear Fest, right? Probably.
No, it was actually the first horror con I ever went to in 2007. Went to Horror Hound Weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you went to Horror Hound.
I drove from North Carolina. Oh, shit. Richard Brake's going to be there.
Yeah, that would be sick to meet Richard Brake. I always miss him.
Damn.
You know, we're going to have to take some of these pictures together if we want to save some money.
We should get one with Rohan Campbell.
Are you kidding? We're getting that. We're absolutely doing that. That's happening. I don't give a fuck.
Huh. All right. Maybe he'll have his
right there, baby.
Maybe he'll have his motorcycle there. I don't know.
Dude, Tom Atkins is a must. Go back up. Ooh, Tommy Lee Wallace too. Oh man.
Yeah, I met him in 2007. I didn't get his autograph, but very cool dude.
Are you more of a autograph person or a picture person?
You know what? I've never been big on either. I'd rather have like, and this is just me, I totally get the appeal of autographs and all of that, but I'd rather just have a little 2-minute conversation. I mean, I know that's not free, and I totally understand that. They just can't sit around talking to people all day. But
if you go up to their table and stuff like that and you get something signed, a lot of these people are just down to talk. They're really...
yeah.
You've been at a lot of conventions, so have I. A lot of them are just very kind with telling stories and making sure everyone gets like an ample amount of time to just hang and talk, because that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
They're there for the fans, and the fans are there for them. So it's like a cool exchange. So yeah, that would be pretty cool to talk to them $100. Jesus.
That's in his costume in the asylum set.
Yeah, I'm good on that one. Hell yeah, baby. Ooh, and Atkins is gonna be there too.
Tom Morga. He played, well, he was Michael Myers in Halloween 4 for like, he played Bandaged Myers, I believe. And he also played Leatherface in one of the Texas Chainsaws, and he was also Jason in
Wasn't it part 6 or not? I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
No, that was CJ Graham. I want to say it was part 5. So he's like the only guy that's ever played all 3.
Damn. Was he in Leatherface 3? Like Texas Chainsaw 3 Leatherface?
I believe he did stunts in Texas Chainsaw 2. Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
And we're already up to like $500.
Yeah. I'm not meeting all these people. I just wanted to go through them all. And
we're making a strong case for a lot of them. Wow.
Wait, hold on. What the hell is this? Every adult Michael Myers photo op, $570. What?
That would be pretty wild. Wow.
Wait, so is it one picture for all of them at the same time?
Yes.
Because that would be... Oh, hell no. That's just weird.
They do a lot of group photos at these conventions. Like they have like a thing like cast reunion at Horror Hound that Holly got a picture of, and this would be really cool with all the Michael Myers. That'd be pretty sick.
For $570.
I mean, the price isn't sick, but the idea is really cool.
I mean, hey, if you really want it, then
I'm good. I don't want it. That's a lot of money.
What if you spend all that money and your eyes are closed or something?
Then I'd probably jump out of I'd find the highest skyscraper in LA and jump off of it. Halloween Ends duo. With like all the group photos. Oh,
Halloween. Okay.
That's a lot though.
Yeah. Okay. We don't have to go through all of these, but
yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay. All right, Doug, we got a lot to plan for in terms of what we want to buy and all of that.
On top of all the food that we're going to be eating, we're going to be dropping a lot. Good thing I'm so happy that we get paid on the 29th at my job, so I'll be getting paid while I'm in LA. So I'm super happy. I'll have a little extra to spend.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time, man. I'm very stoked. I think these Halloween conventions, there's something special about them. I mean, is there like a Nightmare on Elm Street only convention or anything like that?
I don't think so, at least with like the major horror movie franchises, but that just shows you that like Halloween was a phenomenon in 1978 and it still is. I think it really is the quintessential horror movie. Like if anyone is thinking about getting started with like horror movies or even interested in that genre or just like that type of stuff, it would be hard to not pick Halloween, as cliche as it is, to pick it as like one of the first ones to show somebody who just wants to get into the world or is a young kid who wants to get into, because it's from a filmmaking aspect, it is beautifully shot. The atmosphere is on point. There's a mysterious figure popping in and out of the movie that's really terrifying, and just natural performances, I think. And then we could get into the topic that we were talking about last night. Okay. Really strong again, another female lead that really like it's not like a weak female lead. It's a very fleshed out character, and people it's very easy to root for. There's a lot of great stuff about this movie that's beyond horror.
Yeah, some of my favorite things about it are like Dean Cundy's lighting in the movie. So many shots, everything's just backlit perfectly, like lots of blue lighting. I don't know why the fuck I can't talk today.
You're excited, Daddy-O.
I forgot to take my meds last night. Maybe that's why. Brain starting to short circuit.
You pop one this morning. It's fine. Get your brain back on track.
But yeah, the lighting by Dean Cundy, the score by John Carpenter,
legendary.
Yeah, it's just an overall vibe and atmosphere to it. But we were talking last night because my girlfriend had never seen Halloween, and I found this out recently, and I was like, well, we got to watch it.
Can you wait? We might need my doorbell's ringing.
Your doorbell's ringing?
Yeah, hold on.
All right, go answer it. So I'll just keep talking while... Wait, Doug's carrying water bottles? I don't know what he's doing. So my girlfriend had never seen Halloween. And obviously, this movie's been a huge part of my life for a very long time. Have a tattoo of it. You know, all of that. So we watched it last night, and she was not a fan of the movie. Who was that, Doug?
I think it was from my neighbors, because no one's there.
It's a little spooky.
Yeah, a little weird. Anyway, back on. I was like, I'm not expecting anybody. My dad isn't calling me or anything. What the fuck?
So I was just saying that Me and Ashley watched Halloween last night, and she fucking hated it. She was like,
hated it. Like, that's a strong word to use. Hate.
I wouldn't say she hated it, but she was like, I am struggling to like find anything very redeeming about that movie.
Wow.
Yeah. She was like, Jamie Lee Curtis was fine, I guess. She was like, why do you like this movie? She was like, you got to explain this to me. What is so great about this movie?
You were probably questioning yourself why you do like this movie. Like, wow, maybe I got to reevaluate things here.
I mean, she brought up some valid points. Some things that I've always agreed with, like a lot of the acting in Halloween, not that great. I think that Nancy Loomis, aka Linda, shouldn't have been given that big of a role because she chews up a lot of scenery. You know, like when you rewatch it, she's just not that great of an actor.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I mean, look, I've always said it's not a perfect movie. But I tried to remind her. I was like, this was made for very cheaply by a bunch of kids in 1978. And I mean, for what it is, and for having that low of a budget, like what they created with that movie is brilliant.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to just, when it comes to horror movies, there's this weird double standard that like, and we're all guilty of it. A lot of the acting isn't great with the movies that we love from like the 70s, 80s, 90s. A lot of the performances are kind of subpar, but like the story is really what thrives, I think. And the subpar acting, I think, kind of gets overshadowed because it just seems more natural that way. Like people are having natural conversations and it just sounds like how you and your friends would act. And it kind of adds to the fun of the horror movie. If the acting isn't, wonderful. And I think the glue that holds Halloween together is Donald Pleasance. Because he's giving an insanely like deep performance in, like you said, a very small budgeted movie that they didn't really know was going to impact the film world like that.
Yeah, and I've always said that Donald Pleasance is, I think he's more important to the series than Jamie Lee Curtis is.
I agree with that. There's like this push and pull that him and Michael have, like this cat and mouse game that they're always, it's like Batman and the Joker.
Yeah, he gives meaning to, like he's the one that adds the mystique to Michael with all his, I watched him for 7 years and all of that. Like he's, but
and he says it in a way that's so like grounded and serious, like because it's like a ridiculous premise, sort of. You have this mythical figure who we don't know is human or where he came from. He's the epitome of pure evil, and you can't get that across without someone with the caliber of acting chops that Donald Pleasance has.
Yeah, and I also think that we forget how simple of a movie Halloween is. Which is crazy when you compare it to like 12 sequels that have followed it.
Yeah, about
like how off the rails it gets. So
and it all goes back to that one simple premise of kid kills people, goes away, gets out, goes on the hunt to kill again.
Yeah, and I think because I was trying to look at it from a perspective of somebody that's never seen Halloween, but everybody's heard of Halloween. It's like this great big, it's Halloween. You see it everywhere. People have tattoos of it and the posters and merchandise. And I guess when you watch it for the first time, maybe you're expecting it to be this grand, extravagant sort of thing, but it's really not. Yeah. It's just very basic, very low budget. So maybe it's like an expectation sort of thing.
I think you're right about that. And like you watched it when you were super young and I watched it when I was young, and our minds, our imagination is more, it's less expansive than it is now because we haven't really let a lot of stuff in. We're still so young. So watching this, or just for example, like people who've watched like Star Wars back in the day and people who watch Star Wars now or Halloween now, they might not fully grasp it because it was so groundbreaking back then that there wasn't really a lot of stuff like it. So when it ages like this and you're like, oh, maybe newer kids who are so used to seeing like Marvel movies and big explosive shit on the screen, they're not as impressed with something so tiny. But it really is. I mean, I think it's there's so many good things about Halloween that it's one of the best films ever made. Think if there was like 100 greatest films list, it might be at the top. It might be at like, 80 or even close to 100, but it has to be in there.
But it's certainly not for acting.
No.
Why it's an amazing film. I mean, some of the dialogue is not the best. I mean, I know Deborah Hill and John Carpenter wrote the dialogue. She kind of handled more of the, like Laurie and Linda and Annie. So, and I just realized I messed up when I was talking about the bad acting. I didn't mean PJ Souls as Linda. I meant Nancy Loomis as Annie. So
there we go.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not, I don't know. It did kind of get me thinking, and we're still together, by the way. I wasn't like, you don't like Halloween? Get the fuck out of my house.
This is it. This is the end of the road for our relationship.
No, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's just a movie. Would I have preferred to have her love it? Yeah, but it's okay.
Well, me and Phil we were talking last night about like when you show the person, like your girlfriend or someone you're in a relationship with, you show your partner something like a movie, for example, or show them a song that you're into. It's like showing a piece of yourself. And when they don't like it, you're like, you just shot me in the heart. Took 6 paces and blasted me with that revolver.
As I look down at my Halloween tattoo and I look around and see all the posters and everything.
The shirt you're wearing right now, your whole aesthetic is Halloween, and she's like, this movie's trash.
Yeah, it stings a little bit.
Yeah. It's like like if something gets you, and another great reason why, everyone's different. Everyone can like what they like. And I feel like you could at least say something positive about everything, or at least one positive thing if you watch something or listen to something or whatever. It's fun to debate it. I'm sure you and Ashley had a hilarious conversation after that. You were like, what?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You need to take some Tums after that. You just felt nauseous.
No, it's like, yeah, we're definitely going to talk about this on the podcast. She's like, what the fuck?
Hopefully she listens to this. She's not going to skip this one.
But I guess if I had to compare it to something, it would be like us going back and watching Dracula or Frankenstein. I mean, Frankenstein came out in what, 31, 33, I believe.
Yeah, really, yeah, early 30s.
So it's almost hard to judge Frankenstein with a modern day lens, because you would have to almost put yourself in the shoes of somebody in the 30s seeing that for the first time.
Exactly.
I mean,
that's why those movies still hold. Do you think those movies hold up? Because I think they do.
I mean, whenever I watch Dracula or Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah, you did watch. We did have this discussion about Dracula.
Yeah, like I like the movie, but it's almost it's like they're almost not shot like what we think of as a movie. Like, here's the intro and here's the back and forth and the character building and the resolution and the arc of the story. Like, Dracula just ends. Like it's very anticlimactic. Yeah,
there's no big, bombastic conclusion or anything like that. I don't think filmmaking really got to that point until, like, at least in the horror movies, I want to say maybe like the late 40s, 50s. If you watch the original House of Wax with Vincent Price. Filmmaking got a little more bold, a little more, expansive with the story and the effects that they did. Because that movie has, like you said, short intro, not really a crazy intro, but the whole through line is there, and there's a beginning, middle, and end, and it ends. There's like a crescendo. It ends in this spectacular fashion. It doesn't just like flatly end.
Yeah, so I guess if you were to go along a timeline from like Frankenstein, Dracula, House of Wax, Psycho, somebody could watch Psycho today that's always heard the name Psycho. Oh my God, it's so iconic. I know the shower thing. I've never seen it though. Let me watch this and see what all the fuss is about. They might watch it and say, that's it. But it's like, for its time,
yeah,
it was groundbreaking. And so was Halloween.
Well, that's why I think sometimes you just have to think outside the box a little bit, and for people who haven't seen a movie, to just challenge yourself and to watch older movies, because it's such like a different style of acting, a different style of filmmaking and writing, and to watch like cinema like evolve. Like even movies now aren't like they were back in the early 2000s or the 90s. It's all different, and it's evolving all the time.
Everybody's quippy and smart. Everybody's a comedian.
I was literally just thinking that with the movie that I was just watching, that I shut off because it was not good.
What movie?
So there's this movie that came out this week on Shudder called Elevator Game. And
never heard of it.
Yeah. I saw like an ad for it, and it kept popping up on my TV, and I was like, I'll give it a shot, because I watched that other movie called No One Can Save You with Caitlin Dever, which was abysmal.
I've heard very mixed things, so I gotta watch it to see what I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure what people are seeing in this movie. I talked to a couple people about it. They're leaning more towards not great, but I have seen reviews saying that it was tense, it was thrilling, it was fun, and I'm just like, I don't see it. The look of the movie is aesthetically pleasing. There's that. Aside from that, garbage. At least that's what I think. But yeah, Elevator Game. It's a cool premise, I think. So it seemed interesting, but every character is just like the funny, quirky, always coming up with funny things to say. It's just I'm over that style of writing.
Yeah. It's interesting how everybody interprets movies different. God, I can't. My brain is fucked today. I don't know what's going on. I can't talk.
Yeah, sometimes I feel sometimes when we record, I do feel like that. I'm like, oh, I'm not saying anything cohesive enough. I'm like, I just sound stupid. So you're not alone. We're in this together, baby.
All right.
But yeah, I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on No One Can Save You, since people are really like hyping it up. I just didn't buy her performance. I'm not a big fan of. I didn't really like Booksmart. I loved Olivia Wilde's like directorial debut. Like, I think she's a very promising director, especially with Don't Worry, Darling. It's great, and I think she has a good eye behind the camera.
She directed that?
Yeah, Olivia Wilde directed Booksmart.
No, this new movie on Hulu.
Oh no, No One Can Save You was directed by this dude Brian Duffield or something like that. He did the Babysitter movies with Samara Weaving. Oh,
never saw those.
First one was fun. Second one I didn't watch. Pretty much he did a couple of other things, but not really noteworthy. He wrote and directed No One Can Save You. And don't even read the description.
Okay.
I all I knew, I mean, judging from you saw the poster, right?
Right. Yeah.
All right. It's a fucking alien movie, so that's not giving anything away. But yeah, I didn't read the description. I just hit play and just let it go, and I was like, "Is it over yet? Nope, still 50 minutes. Okay, Jesus Christ!
All right."
It felt very. It dragged on a whole lot.
All right, so back to Halloween. So is it okay to break up with somebody if they don't like your favorite movie? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Ashley's gonna text you right now and be like, "I'm done." Well, now maybe she'll like Halloween too. You have to like get her
That's
on
what
board.
I was saying. I was like, you might like some of the sequels more because they're more like, she might like H2O more.
Well,
than
what type
Halloween.
of horror movies is she into? Because I know you guys have been watching stuff for the first time, and you've been showing her a lot of movies. So is she like a slasher person? Is she more like the psychological stuff?
I would say psychological. I mean, she's not a huge horror fan to begin with. I mean, we watch movies together, and she offers great insight and feedback for what we watch. Like she's a smart movie watcher. I don't know what word I'm looking for. So I value her opinion.
She's fluent in cinema.
Yeah, so it's been fun to like introduce her to stuff. Like these big movies in my life. Like, oh my God, you've never seen Hereditary? We got to watch this.
It's always fun to show someone those real, like movies that really grip you to someone, or just like really great movies. Like just for example, like you said, like what'd you just say? What movie did you just say?
Hereditary?
Hereditary.
Yeah.
Showing Hereditary to someone for the first time is just like I like watching people watch movies for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
to know like when they're going to react or how they're going to react. And then when they don't react that way, you're like, shit.
And
Maybe
she's been showing me movies. We watched Mean Girls.
So excited about that. That movie is fucking classic.
It was a good movie.
It's
I
great.
thought it was very sharp script. I liked how it was like self-aware, and yeah, I thought it was good.
It's a really, I would say, I would put that in classic comedy category.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding, not so much.
She had you watch that one?
Yeah, I was like,
I'm sorry for your loss.
it was the same with Halloween. I was like, this movie?
Isn't Joey Fatone in that?
Yes, he is.
I remember that.
And NSYNC was on the latest episode of Hot Ones.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. It must have been insane to interview all of them at the same time.
It was great.
Keep your composure.
Yeah. Well, through lots of experience. So,
I mean, you were dribbling all over themselves, and you were watching Justin Timberlake. You were watching his taste buds just burn up. That must have made you horny for more.
yeah, we hang out.
I know you got his number. Hit him up while we're in LA.
Are they doing a reunion tour or what?
I think so. I think they're doing like an album and a tour, and they're getting back together. They gotta get those. They gotta get fit again for those leather pants and all those '90s clothes.
Well, didn't think we'd be talking about NSYNC today, but
We cover a lot of things on this podcast.
after Halloween in '78, what would you say would be the next horror movie that was like a milestone?
Milestone. So 78.
It would have to be pre-Scream because that's obviously another one. Maybe A Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's where I was leaning towards. I was thinking if there was anything before that, because that's 1984.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're talking, if we're in the realm of horror movies and the next big cultural impact, Wes Craven. I mean, yeah, that has to be it. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I'm trying to look at some tapes.
I guess you could say Silence of the Lambs. I know it's not so much a horror movie. It's kind of...
But that came out in
91.
91, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that would be cool. We have to think about like a timeline of... It would be cool to go back to pick a year and talk about I can't talk either. The most...
Welcome to the club.
I was like, mocha, latte, what? Think I'm at a Starbucks drive-thru right now.
Welcome to the flub.
Shove a PSL coffee up my vagina. Yeah, like thinking back to like every year and what movie was most impactful in that year.
Yeah, that would be fun. We could go back, do like the 90s, like a 90s episode.
Yeah, and do 90, 91, 92. really go through all the movies and see what we can find. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, Doug, anything else you want to talk about? We're going to be spending a lot of time together soon.
Hell yeah, baby! You're gonna get sick of me. I got my Zoloft. I'm bringing a whole bunch of stuff.
How are you with flying? With like your, cause I mean, everybody has a certain level of anxiety when it comes to flying. I think it is sort of stressful. I'm
fine. More so, I more get nervous in cars. But once I'm in the air, it's fine. Like the takeoff, I'm kind of just like, because it feels like your stomach is just dropping and you're not falling. So I'm kind of just like kneeling down and putting my head between my legs until the movies come back on. Then I'm fine.
Do you look out the window when you fly?
Absolutely not.
Because you have a thing about heights, right?
Yeah, I don't look out the window. I don't leave the window open. I'm not, wow, the clouds. I'm like, I'm in a train right now. I'm on the Amtrak. I'm on the road. This is perfectly fine. But what I've been thinking of is that like so many people fly all the time. No, the pilots aren't nervous. So no one else is nervous around me that I can see. So then it's fine. I shouldn't be nervous. Do you get freaked out while flying?
Not really. I get very stressed out with the journey to the airport and getting through TSA and all that. I just fucking hate it. I feel so dehumanized. They treat everybody like cattle.
The quicker the better, which it never really is that quick.
I just put on my headphones, put on some music, try to just vibe out and relax. And then when I get up to the little X-ray scanner, get through all that shit. And
yeah, once I know I'm at the airport, that's when the nerves kind of disappear. Because I just want to be there. Yeah. I just want to be on, like, I did this morning. I have 4 alarms set.
You sure do.
It's happening. It's happening again. The hour
4:50. Holy shit.
Well, I have the car service coming for me at 5 o'clock exactly. Mm-hmm. Takes like 45, at least it should take 40 minutes to get there with no traffic.
Wait, you're waking up at 4:50 and they're picking you up at 5?
Yeah.
So you're just going to roll out of bed. Mm-hmm. See, I can't do that. I got to have a little morning meditation time. No. Or not like literal meditation, but like just a little bit of time to myself.
Nah, I need to get up and fucking go.
I want to take a shower.
No, I'm taking a shower night before. I'm literally waking up, getting dressed, contacts on, outdoor.
Sleep with the contacts in.
Getting the hell no. I've done that for a period of time when I was super young, and it was a mistake.
Yeah.
So I am bringing extra contacts just in case. How big is your bag? Yeah. What do you got? What do you got in your bag?
Loving all this travel talk. How big's that bag?
How big's that bag, baby?
Hey, what you working with over there? Samsonite? Not bad. That's classy.
You fucking bozo.
I don't know. My bag's in the closet. I haven't packed yet. So
I got the bag over the shoulder right there.
I'll be sure to send you pics when I do.
Yes. Let me see what you're working with. You checking it? You checking the bag?
Nah.
You can fit in the overhead?
Yeah.
You just bringing a carry-on?
Well, I'll have my backpack and I'll have the bag I shove into the overhead.
I don't think I can shove. Yeah, they always make me check my bag.
You got to get a smaller one.
I got stuff in there.
This has been Traveling with Doug and Phil. Coming at you.
Come and fly with us.
But hey, if you were going to H45 and you were listening, let's hang out. I think we're going to do like a pasta night. Get reservations at a nice Italian place. I think we might try to do that on Friday. So hit us up if you want to join. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait.
I just want to be there. I just want to get the traveling over with and be in Los Angeles.
Well, you will be soon enough. All right, Doug, let's go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. You ready to get on out of here?
Hell yeah, I'm ready to eat a fresh PB sandwich. Gonna eat light before I go to my dad's for din.
Hey, tell Rob I said what's up.
I'll tell him you sent your regards to the boss man.
Send my finest regards to the boss.
What do you got going on for the rest of the night? People love this conversation.
Yeah, this is riveting shit. I'm about to go over to Ashley's and stay over there because we're not going to see each other for like 8 or 9 days.
Wow, the first trip away from her.
I'm going to be snuggled up with you.
If I catch you sending any dick pics to her, I'm chopping it off.
All right. That's fair. Okay, Doug, I love you very much, my friend. I can't wait to spend 4 days in LA with you.
I'm going to hear Phil beating off in the bathroom.
That's right. All right, well, thank you so much for listening, everybody. We will catch you on the next one.
Love you.